Lots of takes.
Okay, this is our game, The Invitation. We have it set up. We're in the middle of gameplay. We have a 3-player game right now. Just to give you guys a brief overview and game turn, how this game works. The general theme is an alien species has come under attack. They know nothing about combat. Their entire philosophy is on peace and harmony. And they reach out to Earth to help them in that. So they invite their major military groups from Earth to compete in a competition in combat and negotiation to see who is worthy to help the alien species with that unknown threat. We are each playing a different group with special abilities. Right now I'm playing with the Sherpas. They can move 2 spaces over mountain tiles, which are indicated with the mountain on the tile. Jacob, what's your?
I am the industrial machine. I start the game with 9 currency instead of 6.
Okay. And Jordan?
I'm the Mariners. I can travel 2 land tiles separated by water as if they were adjacent to each other.
All right. So basically how this game is set up, we haven't done that on this video, but each of these tiles represents a terrain feature, and they're all mixed up, all shuffled based on player count. We have village tiles that are indicated as indigenous villages that we're trying to negotiate or war against. And we place a tile down one by one. Village tiles cannot be adjacent to each other, so they have to be separated. And once we build this, we can begin our turns. Right now it is my turn, so we're going to go down our player turn order. First thing, I need to advance our treaty tokens or POWs down the track. Our player board has a treaty tracker and a POW camp as well. Right now I have a treaty with 1 village, so I'm going to place this one. Since it's on day 4, I get 2 coin. Place that down. I get 2 coin from the bank. And now I get the opportunity of either drawing any combo of 3 upgrade cards, choose 1 or 3 combat cards. I'm going to choose any combo of 3 upgrades. So I'm going to choose 3 from each individual. The greens are individual upgrades, reds are weapons, and blue is assets. Imagine airplanes, drones, stuff that helping us in warfare. So I got 3 just for this video. I'm going to choose the human. I'm going to place that down. I'm going to discard the rest in their pile. Next one I'm going to draw. I can either draw 3 upgrade cards or place 1 figure to my LUP. I'm going to place 1 figure on my LUP. This little figure right here indicates our LUP, which is a layup point in military terms, and it's a mobile tent that you can move with a figure when you move them. Next one, I can place any upgrade cards down to activate them. Any card I want to activate, I place on my player mat in that position. I pay the cost, which is in the upper right corner, and that activates immediately. I don't have any right now. I'm not going to upgrade the one I have. I'm just going to move my figures right now. So I'm going to move all my figures into this tile. I'm going to move this one into the jungle, move these 2 into here. And now I'm going to go into a combat with Jacob's figures. Now how this works is, this is my leader, has 3 stripes. It counts as 3 strength and 3 defense for its values. This is our chief, 2 defense, and everything else that is not drawn out are soldiers. It counts as 1. So right now I'm sitting 5, 6. He's sitting 3, 4, 5. Okay? Right now we're going to go into combat. We have combat cards, which we all have at the very beginning. I'm going to choose 1. Ready to combat?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Place our combat cards down. Which one does he use?
Use combat +2.
He used combat +2. He paid its cost, which is up here. I'm going to use quick reaction force 1. I'm going to pay its cost, put it in the bank, and now I can add all my figures from 1 adjacent tile to combat, almost like a quick reaction force in the military. So I bring all of my figures into here. 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sitting 9. He's sitting 7. So I win the combat. How we work combat is all based off difference. Difference works, I'm sitting 9, he's sitting 7, I win from a difference of 2. So right now, these count as 1 each, this is 3. So I cannot kill or take POW for the leader, but I can with his soldiers. So I'm going to kill 1, take 1, give it back to him. Soldiers for victory points is 2, so I go from 14 points up to 16. And notice all these numerical values within our victory point tracker. These are indications of alien gifts that the aliens give us because they're impressed with the way we work, our style. Each player has 11 alien gifts from the very beginning of the game, shuffle them up, and we place 5 down to indicate what we have on the player mat. So I have unlocked this first one, flip this over, and it says, clone, soldiers now act as leaders and chiefs, all my troops can negotiate a treaty. What that means is, all these treaty tiles, all right, you can only grab a treaty if you negotiate them with either your leader or chief. None of your soldiers can negotiate a treaty. But now that I've got clone, I can do that with any of my soldiers, so it really benefits me. The next one, I'm going to take the other soldier, and I'm going to take him POW. I'm going to bring him into my POW camp, place him down in my day 1 first guy, so I get 1 coin and 1 victory point. So I'll grab 1 coin from the bank, move over victory point over 1 slot, and we're good to go. Because Jacob lost, I keep my guys in here. He has to retreat into 1 adjacent tile, and he makes that choice. He's going to move it into there, which he'll explain why, I guess, next turn. And that is all I can do from this turn. Now it is Jacob's turn.
Alrighty. So, going down the player turn, first thing I have to do is advance the treaty token. So, my treaty that I currently have, I will move down. I will gain 1 currency. Okay. As Derek said, next I will draw any combo of 3 upgrade cards, combat cards. So I will pick 3 upgrade, 1 from each pile. Look. Pick 1 and discard the rest. Okay. Next, what I will do is I will take my leader, all right, and I will move it into the center tile. So the center tile is a safe haven or an offering point. So what I will do is I will offer 1 of my upgrade cards, discard it, gain 2 currency, and then it'll immediately teleport me back to my LUP.
So basically what a center tile is, it's an offering for the aliens. So if we're running out of coin, or if we're in a position where we need to get back to our LUP quickly, we move it into the center tile, discard a card, offer it to them, they give us 2 coin, then we can immediately go back to our LUP.
After that is done, that will conclude my turn for the round.
Alright, I will advance all treaty trackers, gain a coin for that. Next, I will choose 3 combat cards instead of upgrade cards.
Yeah, a lot of stuff on the table.
I will look at them, choose 1, and discard the other 2. Next, I can either place a figure or I can choose 3 objective cards. I'm going to choose 3 objective cards. I will look at them, choose 1 of them, keep it secret, and the other 2 will go back on top of the pile. I have the advantage now of knowing what the next 2 cards are. Now for my turn for movement, I have a water tile, but since I am the Mariners, I can skip across 1 water tile to a land tile, and now I will try to negotiate a treaty. I will flip over, look at the treaty conditions. It just costs 4 coin. I will pay 4 coin to the bank. Take this. I immediately get 1 victory point here. Also, the objective card I just picked up says have 2 active village treaties worth 6 victory points. It's active immediately, so I get 6 victory points now. As you see, I cross the Roman numeral 1, flip it over. My perk is capital, plus 1 coin for each time you would acquire coin. And that is the end of my turn.
All right. Now it's my turn. I'm going to advance my treaties, which is right here. Now I get 3 victory points. It's my last day with this treaty. So 1, 2, 3. Opened up my second alien gift. I'm going to go to my second alien, flip it over, and now it is evolve. So right now I can choose an opponent, and I may use their special ability until game end. Right now I'm going to choose Jordan's Mariners, so I can travel over water tile to another tile as if they're adjacent. I'm also going to take my POW, and now this is my second day with a POW, so I get to choose either 2 coin or 1 victory point. I am going to choose 1 victory point to try to separate myself a little bit. And now I'm going to go on to the other sections. I can draw only 3 upgrade cards, so I am going to draw 3 combat cards right now. I'm going to look at them. Oh, that's upside down. I'm going to choose this top one, place this down for combat. And then I'm going to place a figure onto my LUP. So now I get to place a figure on my LUP. I only maintain a treaty as long as I have presence there on that tile. Now I'm going to move my guys. I'm going to move all my guys. This one I want to war. So each village token you can either war or you can treaty. I'm going to choose to war this one, and I'll show you why. I need 7 strength. So I'm going to use 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And all that tells me is if I want to ward this, I'm showing strength that is matching that condition. So right now the condition is 7 strength. So I'm going to take this village token icon, take it to my village war tile right here, and now I'm going to immediately get this reward, which is 1 victory point and 5 coin, which is a little blurry. So I'm going to get 1 victory point and then 5 coin. And now I war. My other time, I haven't moved these guys yet, so I'm going to move these guys into here. I can't war, I don't have a condition, so I'm going to look at the treaty, do it secretly so they don't know. Treaty condition is, I'll say it out loud for this video purpose, either equal to or greater than 2 figures. My reward is +2 strength on this tile. So I'm going to treaty this. So I met the condition. I'm going to move this over to my treaty tile. My day 1 having a treaty, and I get 1 victory point. Move that over 1 victory point. And that's it. So from here on out, to maintain this treaty, I have to have presence here. So having +2 strength in this one is going to be a good deal for me. All right, Jacob, that's all I got.
Alrighty. So first thing I will do, the player turn, is I will move my treaty token down. I will activate one of the Roman numerals, so my alien technology. My alien technology is unworthy. Choose any opponent. You may remove any one gift from their player mat. So I'll look around. I decide I will want to take away Jordan's capital. He can place it wherever he wants. And now he can no longer use that because of my technology. Next, I will draw 3 combat cards. Look at them. Choose one, discard the rest. All right. I will place 1 figure on my LUP. Right. And now I can play any upgrade cards that I would like. So I'm going to activate Own the Knight. It costs 3 currency, so I'll pay it to the bank. Own the Knight. If the enemy is adjacent to any of your figures, you may pick up 2 and immediately place them inside your POW camp. Cannot snatch their leaders, discard after use, so it is immediately. So I will pick up one of his soldiers, and I'll pick up his chief, and I'll immediately put them into my POW camp. Once I put them into my POW camp, I will upgrade or get 2 victory points and 2 coin. Next, I can either negotiate treaties with village or pay cost to release POW, so I'm going to pay to release my guy out of POW.
So he's paying me 2 coin. He takes his POW and places it back on his LUP, and now I no longer can benefit from having that inside my POW camp.
After that, I choose not to move any of my guys. I will conclude my turn. It's Jordan's.
So that's basically a good idea of what this game represents. There's negotiation, there's treaty, there's combat, there's warring, and there's hand management with all of our upgrade cards and our point escalation system. The game ends and is triggered when the first person reaches 50 victory points. Once 50 victory points happens, we have an in-game scenario that is triggered. Game continues, and just to give you an idea, this is our game's end scenario. Essentially, we have 5 different scenarios for this game, and each time it's randomly chosen at the very beginning of the game. We continue with that scenario until the rounds are completed. We add up the victory points, and we decide who wins. And that's our game, the invitation. I'll attach the rules and the sell sheet to this email, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.